On 3rd April 1507, he was ordained priest. On May 1st, he had his first Mass. Due to his obvious intellectual qualities, Luther, after his ordination, was chosen for the academic career. He began his theological studies with the Augustinians in Erfurt, where Ockham's remained the main influence. In 1508, he was already called to lecture in moral philosophy. He taught Nicomachean ethics in the University of Wittenberg. Nearby, this university was newly established, so to say. At the same time, he continued his studies. On the 9th of March 1509, he obtained his first degree in Scripture, and in 1510, his master's in Scripture. Just in this year, differences had arisen among the Augustinians of the different observances. You had the very strict Augustinian observance. You had the very lax ones too. A new provincial from the lax observance had just been elected, and he published a bull calling for and in fact declaring the union between the strict and the lax observances of the congregation. 22 convents agreed, while 7 of the strict observance, of which Erfurt was one, objected to the union. For them, such a union would water down the original witness and the spirituality of the Augustinians. John Nathan, a former teacher of Luther, doctor in Scripture, together with Luther, were sent by the 7 convents to protest against the union and defend their cause before Rome. The influence of Rome on Luther's later development has been variously interpreted by scholars. Some see this Rome visit as the moment where Luther's eyes were opened to the scandals which surrounded the courts and filled the throne of the earthly representative of Christ, and which contributed to the anti-papal stand of Luther's later development. This must be regarded as a broad and baseless conjecture. Luther himself reports that apart from his main mission, he sought every chance in Rome to avail over indulgences granted to pilgrims on their visit. Zealously, he visited the churches and places of pilgrimages. He reports that it was during this time, a second occasion that he had, and he went through the 7 main churches of Rome as well as the catacombs, and that he was highly impressed by Rome as the eternal city. So some are saying that Luther came face to face with the scandals of all those who worked with the Pope. But from the evidence of Luther himself, he used this chance also to gain the indulgences for himself. Because even until now, anytime a bishop goes to Rome, there are the 5 basilicas we are to visit and say Mass in them. And then you obtain the indulgence for making a pilgrimage to Rome. So even from Luther's time till now, some of the practices which he was exposed to are still maintained.